Good morning. It's early in the morning. I am a morning person. Moving a little tidbit slow this morning. I stayed up last night to watch the President's State of the Union. And actually, it's in my backyard. The State of the Union is only about two blocks from my office. And then I watched Serena Williams earn herself another Australian Open championship. That was late last night. So busy night. And I spent the morning going back over, not just listening to what the president said. I really wanted to read the words, so I went back and pulled the actual speech and read it. Listen, you're going to be shocked to hear what I've got to say. But life is not about yesterday or tomorrow. Life is about today. The president was conciliatory. He was moderate. He was humble. You could tell that he was a beaten man. A man who had colossal disappointments over the last couple of weeks. Here's a man who continued to change the State of the Union address, hoping to have good news. What the president doesn't realize is that he did have good news. He gets a chance to start fresh again, to complete the journey which he started with the American people over a year ago, where there was so much hope, so much confidence that America would return to her glory days. I say, let's have less of the criticism and the denouncing of his speech last night, and let's look for the good. Tax cuts for the middle class, capital gain breaks for small business owners, less about health care. For the first time, the president's agenda became about jobs, the economy, and he effectively put healthcare where it belonged, on no burner. Just for the president to signal his abandonment, even though he was forceful, you must read between the lines. It shows that the president is willing to do the will of the people. No, not everything in this speech you want to embrace. No, now is not the time to talk about don't ask, don't tell. I know John McCain blasted him immediately following his speech. The president is imperfect, as all of us. But he's our president. We should give him the benefit of the doubt. Yes, the speech was hollow rhetoric, as all speeches are. Yes, he's a wonderful orator, and he communicates his message well, despite what he thinks himself and his advisors. But last night, all branches of government, the cabinet, and people you did not even recognize, the diplomatic corps, came together for his official first State of the Union. And what is the state of our union? It's bleak. It's painful. It's frightening. It is something that many of us as Americans have never seen before. But the president said we must dig in and dig deep. He said colleges and universities must play their role. All institutions must play their role. So let us play our role by lowering our voices, delaying our criticism, and give the president a chance to effectively pursue his radical change agenda, starting with last night. I have nothing but hope for the president. I wish him nothing but success, because when he succeeds, the millions of Americans out there who are suffering, who've lost their way of life, who are hoping for a job, an opportunity for benefits, will once again believe that what Ronald Reagan once said, America is still that shining city on the hill. It is the place that you should look for light and hope, not despair and ruin. So I will start it by not criticizing the president, but just finding praise and my admiration for our president of the United States. And let's just pray to God that the president has learned that he will work with both aisles. He will meet with the Republican leadership monthly, and they will turn the fractured relationships around and work towards the true goal of all of us. That is, returning us to that American way of life, which has been an example for so many who have died crossing the waters, suffered humiliation to realize that American dream. Maybe once again, that American dream can come roaring back. I'm Armstrong Williams.